Coach Douglas, even though early hours for the start of the Dakar Cup season. Central have been to one final. Would I call them a season campaign? And what say you?
Well, I don't know if we're a season campaign. We are season campaigners as yet. We're hoping to get there. Well, we have started preparation maybe 3 weeks ago. We are yet to see all the persons we were expected to come out. We're expecting to come out, but slowly but surely it's getting here. It has picked up in the last 2 weeks as we get closer to exam, but exam will play a role in all of that because it will interrupt our preparation because schoolwork is the most important thing. So we won't allow the football to cause any disruption in that. So we'll allow them to comfortable and under less stress while they are doing their exams because that is important in going forward, not only for the football but for their personal development.
I know that you have a personal interest in where the parish development is concerned, coach. And today we should have the Clarendon FA election and it is discussed going on. What effect would that have on grassroots football? Yeah, football in general with you as an organization.
Well, I've always said, stagnant water after a while becomes thick. And Clarendon football has been stagnant for a while in terms of youth development and even at the senior level in the parish. We have played one competition for I think 6 weeks since COVID. And if we are aiming to develop football at whatever level, there are a certain number of minutes, certain amount of games that players are to play in order for them to develop at the rate at which other parishes are developing their players. And Clarendon has been doing well, the schools have been doing well, and over the years we have a history of doing well in youth football. And wouldn't want that to be taken away from us and for us to be one of the parishes that are lagging behind in a time when there is so much in football that we can accomplish.
You tend to source your football program from the parish itself. Why, when other persons are looking outside of the parish?
Well, I think Clarendon have enough talent. So that is the main reason why we seek to develop our homegrown talent. And secondly, we don't have the resources that other schools in Clarendon we are competing against have. We don't have the history either. So in terms of us going out there and sourcing players, we are limited in what we can do. And so we focus on the players that are here, as we have enough talent. We see a competition going on right now for primary schools. And if you look, all the schools have quality. It's about identifying the talent. Hopefully, we can get access to some of them and we work with them and get the best out of them in the long run.
You know, if you get a chance to inflict some changes where Clarendon football is concerned, where you start?
Well, we have to go at the the administrative level first. There has to be a clear vision as to where we want to go and a plan as to how we are going to go about approaching that. And I think administratively, we have not been seeing that in the last few years. Don't know the reasons behind it. Somebody needs to do an analysis of the entire program and the structure of it and see what are the factors that are contributing to us not being able to play competitions, not being able to have development programs within the parish, except for some persons who are doing their personal programs. So we have to analyze the whole situation and see how we approach it. First step is analysis, and then we put a plan together to move the football forward.
Let us touch on playing service in Clarendon. What difference you see with the playing service and what difference you would want to see in terms of playing service?
I think most of the parishes in Jamaica have that issue. Clarendon, we have a number of fields, especially in central Clarendon, but most of them have been abandoned. You drive past 50% of the fields, football fields that are in Clarendon. They are overgrown with either kashamaka or the grass is up to your waist. So it's a chronic problem that is affecting the football. In order to play good football, you have to have good surface. And when players see good surface, they are enthused to play. And they want to go out and give their best performance. And we have very few fields in the parish that will stimulate that sort of interest from the players. And it's unfortunate for a parish that has done so well. And it's not like we don't have. We have the fields. They just need to be developed and to be maintained. Because we always talk about development and yes, development in the fields. It is very important. But what is the plan after we have developed them to maintain them? Because we have seen fields that have been developed in terms of Jamaican terms, and then in a year or two they are back to where they are coming from. So it has to be an holistic plan in terms of developing the sport that involves officials, coaches, players, facilities. It cannot be just we focus on just playing the football and winning some DaCosta Cups or qualifying for the Premier League. We have to see the football bigger than
I
that.
don't want to cut it off, but do you believe that Clarendon will reach a state that we have a field that light up we can host some of the Champions Cup and so forth?
Well, that has to be the vision. Do I believe it will happen? I am hoping it will happen. I am hoping it will happen. Like I said, the basic things that are necessary, we can identify the areas that can be developed. But it's about sourcing the resources to do so and having the vision also. And maybe the vision even before the resource. So we are hoping that going forward, like I said, we should have had an AGM today. Hopefully, whosoever takes over the parish have that plan in place, that we can start to chart that course forward, so we can develop the fields and the players.
Lastly, coach, I see you get a giant endorsement from Samba Sport, where sponsorship is concerned for the school program. How helpful is this endorsement from Samba Sport?
We have never had anything like this at Central High School. And I can start by saying that. So for a school like Central High to be attracting that sort of sponsorship from Samba Sport, someone who is not a past student of the school could have gone elsewhere. There are many other schools in Clarendon who can claim that maybe they deserve it more than us. So we are truly grateful because, like I said earlier, the history that is behind Central High School is a very short and very limited one. So to get that sort of a support from Samba, I'm very grateful. And the relationship goes beyond just him supporting the Central High, the DaCosta Cup program. We are working together in other areas as well. Like I said, there's a vision to develop the football. We're not going to divulge much now, but we have been having dialogue. And there are certain ideas that we want to bring forward, given the opportunity. We will be doing it.
Coach, we're close now. You have any target for this season? Nico, camp-wise?
Well, yeah, I think it's early. It's a bit early to be setting specific targets. But we want to do well. And for us now, where we are as a school, Central High, doing well for us now is making it to the semi-finals, to the finals, and ultimately winning the whole thing. Because we have accomplished everything else. So we need to try and win something now. But in terms of this season, like I said, we have just started preparation. So we're not projecting too much as yet. One step at a time.